Hey, Ananta.
Hey,
How are you?
good. Where are you? There you are.
Here I are.
What's up?
How important is meditation in this process? Or did you meditate a lot? Or what would you say about that?
It depends on your personality. I would say it's important. Uh, it, I tried everything different times, right? Um, the thing about meditation is, it's even though it's an intention, um, it gets you pointed in the right direction. So you're spending time without being involved with the movements of the mind. It doesn't necessarily mean the movements of the mind stop, although sometimes you get lucky, and they do. But what it does mean is that you don't engage. You don't do that dialogue with the mind. Thought comes, let it go. Thought comes, let it go. All you're doing is witnessing, being with, and eventually the thing about thoughts are that they get fed and they multiply. You see? So you have a simple little thought, and then you feed it. And well, I wonder if I should have said that. And then you feed it. Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea. And then I wonder what so-and-so, oh, I probably pissed them off. Damn, I wish I hadn't have said that. Why do I say that? And you see, now you have all these feelings arising from this single thought. So the thing about the meditation, that really the meditation is, it's ultimately 724. It's not an hour-long thing. But if you could deal with that in your life and just let thoughts come, let them go. There's certain ones you have to pay attention to. I have to be there at 9 o'clock means that you have to follow the thought of, I have to take a shower, I have to have breakfast, I have to do this, I have to get in the car, how much time to drive. That sort of thing is just a working mind. That's the mind that takes care of this stuff. But the extraneous thoughts, which comprise a large percentage of what goes on in your mind, it just doesn't get fed. It doesn't get fed, then more and more you live in that state of silence, of stillness, you see? And more it reminds you, because more and more you're bringing that into your space, you see? And now I had my gurus, and I wasn't really aware of this, but the energy that I felt in my gurus was that stillness. I could feel it in their presence. There really were no words for it, except I knew I liked it. And I knew I felt it as love. You see, I felt it as peace. And so that was my reminder. It kept reminding me of that. And when I remembered, I felt more peace. And when I forgot, I felt uncomfortable. And I felt agitated and nervous. I was constantly nervous. So this is just, it's a tool that points you in the right direction. There's many tools, okay? Some people love chanting. Some people love meditation. Some people don't love any of them. But you see, so my main practice was being with my gurus, being with enlightened beings. And I was lucky enough to be able to have a lot of time with them, fairly close. But that's because that's what was needed in this case. And that was my spiritual practice. it worked in my case, but I would say there's 1,000 different paths for 1,000 different seekers. The main thing is that you remember who you are and that you start to disassociate from this character that you're not. You see, remembering who you are, because when you think that you're this body mind, it puts a veil over who you are and you forget. You just forget. You just forget. And then you live in a state of forgetfulness. And the key here is to remember. And there's different tools for different people that work for remembering. Meditation is one that's very convenient and readily accessible. So yeah, if it works for you, if it doesn't, you can find something else too.